The hijab is a headdress worn mainly by Muslim women. The word hijab originated from the Arabic word hijaba, which means to veil or to seclude. It represents the traditional values of honor, virtue, dignity, and modesty, but it also serves as an indicator of religious and political preference.
I think I've been wearing the hijab for about a year already, maybe a little bit more than a year. So basically, my hijab is my obedience to the one who created me. It's an act of submission. It's an act of faith.
I started wearing my hijab last November 2012, so it is almost for 2 years that I'm wearing my hijab. My hijab mainly symbolizes my faith that I am a Muslim, I'm a believer of Islam.
I embraced Islam in October 2010. A year after, that's when I started wearing the hijab. It took me a year kasi I wanted to learn more about, my religion. For me, what it symbolizes is protection and preservation of oneself.
So when somebody becomes a Muslim, they should first concentrate on their relationship with their Creator. And I think the hijab follows naturally. The more you want to please your Lord, the more you want to obey His commands, then it starts naturally. It's not something that, you should impose upon anyone.
In some parts of the world, specifically in Middle East, hijab is a compulsory or is a must. Even for non-Muslim, they are required to wear the hijab for them to follow the practices in their place. But here in the Philippines, it's more on your choice to wear your hijab, to practice your religion.
Allah gave us this ruling. For the Muslim woman, you must wear this. And because I embrace Islam, I follow its teachings.
I think in general, Muslims have got a bad press. They're viewed as terrorists and, sellers of pirated items here in our country and other things like this. And so, it's funny because I was the same. I was a Catholic before, and I didn't know any Muslims actually, and I also had the same viewpoint. But the more and more Muslims that I'm meeting and the more and more Muslims that I'm getting to know, I realize, none of these people are terrorizing me or anybody else. We're just regular people.
Living in a community like the Philippines wherein Muslims is in the minority, I think this is a positive or advantage for us Muslims because we are blessed by Allah to share Islam or our religion to non-Muslims.
I have heard of sisters who have been criticized for wearing the hijab, especially mga balik Islam sisters who wear the hijab in front of their family. So actually, minsan yung pamilya pa yung mas negative ang reception when you wear the hijab. But as I said in my case, both with my friends and my family, I didn't get any negative reaction.
My message to other Muslims who are wearing hijab is to wear your hijab proudly because we're doing it to please Allah or God and not anybody else.
This is an advice that I also heard from a well-known scholar. He is Mufti Meng Ismail. He's from Zimbabwe. When he advised us, if ever that we will see a sister or a woman that is dressed inappropriately or not Islamically acceptable, don't ever look down on them thinking that you're spiritually higher than them. Because if you do that, you're lower than them.
My message is to the sisters who wear the hijab is to be Muslim and proud. Be proud of who you are.
These women wear the hijab as a statement of their faith, despite the ambivalence of some people towards them. There is more to hijabi women than meets the eye. Share your thoughts, broaden your horizons. Visit www.hijabihorizons.com.